would you show your cards? Why would you be let? Of course they're going to sanction you. Of course they're going to starve you. Of course they're going to humiliate you.
They control the cars that they can control, which is the economy, is from the outside. But the strength of Iran,
that's what I'm saying. See, they're giving them the fuel.
Just a moment. Yeah. The fuel has to be when Iran was bending over to the foreign governments, when they were under the Pahlavi, and there was an alliance between the Turkeys and the Irans and the Israeli, and the first people to promote Israeli statehood was the Iranian. It was the best friend of the foreign. It was cool, but all the money went into the freaking Shah, and the rest of the population was eating shit and getting tortured in the prison.
That's not true. That's not true.
Really? So the prison system that was under torture for anybody against the Shah.
Yeah,
remember?
I'll explain it to you. There's an interview with the Shah and Mike Wallace. And he talks about the Israel lobby, literally point blank. YouTube it right now. Mike Wallace and
God, it's just like the king in Egypt, the Farouk. They were all.
He talks about it. Listen, he talks about it. The Shah was not a bend over backwards supporter of Israel. He actually did pay money to the Palestinian resistance. Look this stuff up. I'm not making any of this up. Look this stuff up. Okay, the Shah had a very balanced. The Shah had a very balanced approach to the region. Okay,
it wasn't balanced. It was just like the rest of the region for the most part, like the sea.
But look at it today. Where is the resistance right now?
Was it planted by the U.S.? Was it planted by the U.S. By the West, Nima?
What was planted?
The Shah.
Absolutely not. His father was the king. He became the king legally. Absolutely not. What do you?
By the West.
No, his father was the king. His father was the king. In the constitutional monarchy law, the son, the eldest son, becomes heir to the throne. The father was the king. He became the king. There's no.
So he wasn't a dictator. He never killed anybody. Nobody got assassinated. Nobody got executed.
Didn't they kick out Mossadegh? Didn't they kick out Mossadegh? Democratically elected.
I'll tell you the Mossadegh debacle. Legally, the Shah had the constitutional powers to remove the prime minister. So the Shah signed the paper to remove Mossadegh. He refused to leave. He ordered the parliament to be dissolved, which he didn't have the constitutional right to do, and that's where this whole debacle is. And then the military legally removed Mossadegh, and they didn't even kill him. He was under house arrest, and they didn't even execute him. So no, that was not a coup d'état because he was the legal head of state.
It was a time for revolutionary at the time. In the whole region. So you had the king in Egypt, the big state like Iran and Iraq and Egypt and Sudan, like all of those big population countries in the region, they went into the idea of being a republic and not a monarchy. That's why you only have the monarchy in the Arabian Peninsula, pretty much it, and Morocco. The rest of that was turning to a republic. The people wanted the change at the time to transition into the nation-state ideology. It was a time of craziness, and we're still suffering from that. We're still in transition. Because the nation-state idea is foreign. It's been put on us, and it's been put up on us by the colonizer that they put the way of governance, that pretty much control the systems. And if you control the system, you control the people. Would you rather being under a monarchy and like treated like the peasant for the rest of your life, knowingly that this is not the Islamic way, this is not the human right way even, because you don't have rights regardless.
See, what has happened in Iran has been very detrimental to Islam, actually, sadly. And I say this very sadly.
Nothing
Because-
is detrimental to Islam.
because detrimental to people's belief in Islam, I said, in Iran, because there's no social justices. People are treated worse than peasants for the most part. 60% is below the poverty line in one of the most resource-rich nations on earth. Corruption is absolutely out of this world. Inefficiency in the leadership is just on another level. Like, you guys gotta you guys gotta call a spade a spade.
I'm not.
The sanctions. We talk about the
I told you, Ace, why are the sanctions in play? When you tell the world you want to destroy, when you burn a flag and say that.
No, that's not true. Because Egypt, for example, Egypt is under craziness of like pulling out money from the IMF, and it's 66% under poverty, while kissing on Netanyahu's feet, pretty much. So at the end of the day, the colonizer, the way that they trying to oppress the East to stay in their lane, they're gonna keep using the tools that they structured, engineered to keep you subjugated.
See, that's what the opposition says about the Islamic Republic. They say they were put there by the colonizers.
It could be. There is a possibility,
You
but
know,
the
there are
phase.
people who believe behind the scenes the Islamic Republic is an agent of Zion. Do you know that theory?
Some people think
Yeah.
that theory, but still, at the end of the
There's
day,
people that think that the earth is flat.
Because I'll tell you why, Lee. How can a foreign government infiltrate, an enemy country to a point where they know, like, what every leader in that country had for breakfast that day? They know exactly their whereabouts.
They have spies.
because we live in a globalized world too. Like
There's
everything
spies.
is
There's people that there's one guy that got
Or the
assassinated.
government's
Or not assassinated.
compromised. Why
That
can't
was
you accept
executed
the
today.
government's compromised? Everybody's
That's what I said.
accepting
They
it.
have spies. So the thing is, there's a guy that was executed yesterday. He was a nuclear scientist, and he was giving information about other nuclear scientists and got other people killed. And there was even a French Jewish lady. They said she went into
Shackdown. You're
Iran.
talking about Catherine Shackdown.
Yeah. They said she spied on everybody. She was
Slept with
friends with all of the
120
officials.
of the senior military command.
Yeah, so there's a possibility there.
So
So
the
it doesn't have
government,
to
so
be.
the regime.
Just 1 second,
There
bro.
you go,
Hold
we
on.
agree. So the government's compromised. So what
Bro,
are we
just hold
talking
on.
about?
Take turns. Come on.
I apologize.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a conspiracy where Iran and Israel, they're working on the same team. It could just be that they were infiltrated. They're spies. So it's a very possible thing. They don't have to be on the same side conspiring against the Muslims, conspiring against Palestine. This kind of stuff. That's just.
But all I'm saying, let me just say one quick point, Z. All I'm saying is, even if they're legitimately working for the Palestinian cause, for the greater Islamic cause, for the Ummah, so to say, even if they genuinely are, they've been compromised to a point where they have absolutely lost this war up until now. They haven't achieved a single thing they said they're going to achieve. Look, it's been 46 years, They've spent a lot of the Iranian treasure. They've embezzled most of it. Let's not forget that. But the people in Iran are not happy with the status quo. The Palestinians have not achieved statehood, Lebanon has just lost its resistance arm, right? The Hezbollah is not what it was. We can all agree on that. So things are not, if you're the resistance right now, things are not going too well, And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say,
why was
this is part of the
created?
struggle. It's going to take some time.
Why was Hezbollah created?
It was created by the Islamic Republic,
No. Why was it? What was the main reason of Hezbollah being created?
They wanted to kick out the United States from.
No.
From.
It was created in 1982 to kick out the Israelis. They were occupying the fucking southern Lebanon.
Well, the U.S. was there too. The barricades and everything.
Yeah, but look into it. It was because of Israelis. These Israeli motherfuckers, they're always going to steal other people's land. You should look into it.
No, I'm saying
Why was Hamas funded?
You're right, but
The funding that you talk about, that all the Iranians talk about, that the money is not coming in, staying inside Iran, it's given to the proxies. If Israel is America's proxy, and America is Israel's bitch, where America has given them $66 billion from 7th of October until now. All right. Now, can you imagine if Iran gives that money to the proxy? You guys all cry about it.
they have.
This is a big problem. Do you know that more than 400,000 kids go missing in America every year? All right, they go missing every year. Do you know the amount of rape cases here that takes place in America? We have fucking a whole bunch of states. We have 2 or 4 states. They don't even have any laws against bestiality in America. You should look into it. And what else was it? There's a lot of these problematic shit that's going on, and I know people always bring up these points, but I want to give you the heads up. I think you should go pay a visit to. You called me. You're from India. You said I'm from India, right? I want you to go pay a visit to India. What is their number one problem? Just Google it. You know what their number one problem is? As a toilet problem. But when they come into the pro-pally spaces, right, they never cry about their fucking, how the people might oppress and suppress. Go look into the Indian problem. That's a third world country, right? Do you know that they actually gang raped a pregnant goat over there in India? 6 or 7 guys, right? And they even fucking gang raped a whole bunch of women over there. It's not even a safe place for women inside India, right? And how Muslims are, not just Muslims, Christians, Muslims, and a whole bunch of minorities getting oppressed and suppressed in India. But the issue with the Pahlavi supporters is always number one. We have a problem. We're always crying. Motherfucker, Iran needs protection from all over the place. It's a fucking country that has a whole bunch of sanctions on it. Do you know I lived in Saudi Arabia for 10 years? You talk about your Iranian, how oppressed and suppressed you are, right? Do you know when I lived in fucking Saudi Arabia, the women couldn't even drive. They weren't allowed to drive. According to Saudi scholars, they did not allow women to drive. At one point, they didn't even allow women to fucking work. There's a lot of these different types of rules and regulations in Saudi Arabia.
What about now?
Do you know, as about 6 or 7 year old, me walking to a fucking store, I had to carry a residency permit in my fucking pocket. And I actually got pulled over by the cops over there in Saudi Arabia. They're like, where's your Iqama? Iqama means a residency. So I would suggest you, before you cry about your fucking, Iranian problems, look into the other Muslim nations and other non-Muslim nations. What kind of problems that they're going through, what kind of suffering they're going through, how oppressed and suppressed. I understand you're into mini skirts and this and that. You want the LGBTQ to come back, just like the Tel Aviv. They have the fucking largest LGBTQ bullshit in the heart of Middle East. Like, motherfucker, why would you have LGBTQ bullshit? Homosexuals running around in Tel Aviv.
I don't.
1/3 of the population homosexuals. Well, if you don't, and the amount of complaints you have that they're executing, bro, let them execute because there are people that are spying on your country. You should be proud that some of these people been spying on fucking Iran.
We're not spies, though. That's what I'm.
How do you know that? You don't even live in Iran?
How do you know they are spies? I have relatives.
How do you know they're not spies? Go and tell me.
I've lived there. I've lived there before. And
I lived in a whole bunch of countries. If the country says it's a spy, what do I do?
By the way, there is a report.
American government lies to us all the time. What do we do about that?
They even use Afghans to spy, so there are a lot of spies.
American government lies to us all the time.
Afghans, they came in illegally, and they're big part of the problem. Absolutely.
No, they're not a big part of the problem, Nima.
They are. They came. They saw. They conquered. They just came millions.
What do you mean conquer, dude? Like what?
Conquer what? If you know the history of Iran and Persians, it was Afghanistan, Nima.
No, it wasn't.
If anyone conquered, you guys conquered.
No, you're not Persian. You're different. You just.
Oh, you Persian. So what? You are the descendant of Israel?
I'm not saying we're better or worse. I'm just saying we're different. So
what does that mean? It's different how? You have wings?
No, we have a right to have a homeland just like
what's a homeland? That sounds very Zionist of you.
It's not Zionist. Everybody deserves
It is.
So,
What
going back to-
differentiates you?
Yeah, going back to the topic, right? So, Nima, I think you should go live in Saudi Arabia, live in UAE, right? I've been to, and I've actually stayed in
UAE,
some
I've been to.
countries.
It's a freaking paradise. What are you talking about?
Okay, it's a paradise, but before it wasn't a paradise.
Prison planet. What you talking about?
Before it wasn't a paradise, now it's a paradise for people that are pedophiles that move from Israel to over there.
That's
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
There's disgusting.
And do you know?
Paradise?
Hang on, Z. Do you know that a lot of terrorists live over there? Do you know anybody that kicks out of a country, a politician, UAE takes them in? Can you believe it?
A bunch of trafficking, sex trafficking.
And human trafficking.
That's why it's paradise for the Zionists. It's paradise.
But listen, the Islamic Republic couldn't.
Money laundering based economy.
But Z,
Are you serious? Is this paradise? This is paradise for Satan.
Okay, it's hell. It's not
For
paradise.
Zionists, they sell their moms and sisters in paradise.
Okay, that's okay, but listen, the Islamic Republic couldn't protect its own borders, okay? Millions of Afghans came in, millions upon millions, okay? Took a lot of space, took a lot of jobs.
Who planted those borders? Who put these borders in? Who
These
draw the
borders,
borders?
they weren't secured, they weren't protected, and now they're
What you
trying to
mean?
kick
What
them
you
out.
mean? What you mean? Who drove those
Well, now the same
borders?
regime you're supporting
Who made
is trying
it?
to kick them out. So do you support them kicking
Actually,
them out?
they're not kicking them out. They are leaving.
They already kicked out 1 million of them. What do you?
Okay, even if they did, because now we have an Islamic
So you support
Emirates.
that? So you support that? I got it.
Yes, thank God America left. Thank God we have
That's
Islamic
okay.
Emirates in Afghanistan. So people want to go back to their
So
country.
why don't they all go back to the Islamic Emirates?
And they are. They're in the process. The Tajiks, the ones that you guys influence, the ones you guys influence don't want to.
All the power to them. All the power
Call
to
me.
them.
Loyal.
Iran should be left for Iranians. Iran should be for Iranians.
What's
Absolutely.
Iranians? Again, are they having like some different specific way?
Why do the Iranians clean their own toilets, Nima?
Oh, Iranians are fancy too? Like the
Yeah, they
Saudis
can't
and-
clean
and
toilets
Saudis?
because it's like looked down upon. So they use the Afghans. They like starve the Afghans. They beat
That's
the
why I
Afghans.
want Afghans to leave.
And that's
They
why
don't
they're
have to be
leaving.
Degraded.
Without Afghans, you guys wouldn't have water. Nima.
That's
So
why,
you guys are crying.
that's why I don't want Afghans, because I don't want them to be degraded. Exactly.
So they used the 20 years of war to subjugate the Afghani people in Iran, like the blacks in America,
So now
like
you're
an
not-
apartheid.
Good job, Z. Even Z knows more about Afghans than you
No,
do.
it's not. Make up your
And
mind.
Afghan is the top tier people. They stand resilient in front of the Soviet, in front of the freaking
Nima, go do
American.
some research on the Pashtuns. Then you'll start crying.
Afghans are amazing people. All the power to them. I wish them nothing but the best. But Iran is for Iranians.
But thank God it was the Afghans that defeated
There's
Israel.
no such thing. Is it the Aryan gene, the white gene, being European, being white?
No. Your Tajik Afghans are, not the Pashtun Afghans. Nima, you gotta get the.
You have like 60% of Iran is from different.
Women, is that what you're talking about? The Pashtuns? Is that's cool for you?
Oh yeah, you know the Pashtuns are way. We rather have them than the 20-year government. We rather have the Taliban. They have more ghairat. You might know.
Why are
You
you
might
in
not.
the U.S. then? Why don't you get a ticket and go?
I was there. I'm only here for a little bit. Then I live in Afghanistan. Nima.
Oh yeah, great.
What's wrong with Afghanistan? They pretty much killed the poppies he killed after they took over in 2
So
years.
why don't you oppose the
Zero freaking poppies. The Shabazi boys are liberated.
See your double standards. See your double
What
standards.
you mean?
Now you won't oppose the Islamic Republic.
It was Nima's people that created the Bachabazis. Nima himself supplied a Bachabaz
The
himself.
Bachabazi was an Afghan thing.
No, Nima, go do some homework.
You know about Afghanism. You know about it. Afghanism. It's
Not the Taliban now. Not
child
the
brides,
Taliban. Not the Taliban, Nima.
Do you know that they actually banned, child bride? That was under your guys' regime.
No,
That was under
Afghanism,
Yes.
poppy fields, child brides, and Bachabazi. That's
The child brides and the bacha was from you guys, Nima. I can't talk to ignorant people.
You don't suck. You just don't want to embrace your totality.
So we're gonna try to
You just want to stick on one thing and one thing only. She called it Iran.
He wants his mom and sister to work
When it was Iran for the Iranian, it's with every liberation or decolonizing systems that they consider themselves European. Same freaking crazy idea, just like the Turks. After Ataturk, we are European, we are white, we're not included in the freaking. I'm saying. There is no such thing as a homeland. The home is given by Allah to all its people, whomever is believing.
Exactly. Reza Shah is not your homeland, Nima. Reza Shah, the Shah, those were all puppets. That's why they're blessed with, different regime. Well, yeah. So you don't know about your Shah? You don't know that he was like a skin puppet of America?
Didn't lose the fucking war.
It's just propaganda.
They freaking hit that big head, hands down.
Really? When the Shah himself said it? How's it
I
propaganda?
have a question. He keeps saying Iran for the Iranians. Aren't those Iranians living in Iran?
Half of
Would
it.
you say those are like Chinese
Half of
people?
it.
No, but we have
Okay, so they're Iranians.
million
They are Iranians, right? And are in Iran.
40%.
Million Afghans just came in illegally. Okay, mind you, illegally. They came
Yeah,
in.
but aren't they getting them out?
You know where?
They got a million out, but they're still.
I don't know. Where's your head?
Okay,
You guys went through one little bomb from Israel, and you guys all fled to Afghanistan. So imagine
Nobody
40 plus years, 50 years.
Nobody.
Oh, really? Do you know how many Persians came to Afghanistan with that couple bombs of Israel? Oh, yeah. Come on.
You know why it's zero? Because you're not allowed to go to Afghanistan, okay?
What do you mean they're not allowed to?
Iranians are not allowed to travel to
Actually, there's so
Afghanistan.
many of them. Even I don't have the exact numbers, but I can get you the exact numbers.
Go read the back of the passage.
To prevent this issue, you should feed a variety of insects that have been gut-loaded with fresh fruits and vegetables.
40% of the population of Iran is Turkic, and those are Twinkies, Arabs. Seriously.
Okay, Elizabeth.
So, really? So up there in
Iran is around like Nima.
So you understand that Americans are proxies over the world? So can Iran, as a sovereign nation, have proxies all around the world as well?
Absolutely true.
So why do I get to hear that the Taliban support it majority of the time?
I'll tell
They're
you why.
funding proxies.
I try giving very logical answers when people don't accept them, okay? The logic is you need to be able to provide for your people the basic needs and necessities to get them on board for your regional projects. Because the Iranian government has failed to do so, people are disenfranchised. They don't have the freedoms they want inside their homeland. They don't have border security like the Afghan problem, one of them. They don't have the life quality that they want. So they're not.
What kind of
Afghan problem?
What kind of problems are you talking? What kind of freedom do you have? Can you tell us?
I just told you one main issue that people have. Okay, 7, 8 million Afghans illegally cross without the IRGC.
I'm not talking about border. I'm talking about what kind of thing that you
That's one of the issues. You asked about issues, right?
That's border. You're talking about that's border security. I'm
That's
talking
a
about
major issue.
what kind of thing that because you made another claim before, right before you said that they don't have what was it? What was it, sir, that he said they don't have the
electricity, water.
Like the financial aspect of it. And I was
So
right.
So what?
The basic Iranians like a higher standard of life because they have the resources.
Yeah, because they have to wear Gucci and Louis Vuitton walking around the streets, right?
No.
They have They have the resources, land resources. They have the human resources.
Why does Cuba not have it? Why does Venezuela not have it? Why does Iran not have it?
That's their problem. I'm talking
Why
about
America doesn't have it?
You gotta ask a Cuban about Cuba's problem.
No, because
How many homeless people? How many homeless people in America? How much is the marginalized people in America? What about the border problem? I don't fucking care with the GDP that it's fake by a fake economy. I'm talking about the real problem for the real people that you just mentioned. It's an American problem as well. Why the American empire has so many proxies.
Let's talk numbers. Give me GDP per capita income.
I just told you,
Nima, it's American sanctions. American sanctions. Remember that. Cuba, Venezuela. Listen, Cuba, Venezuela, Iran. These countries these countries are having trouble financially because of American sanctions. If America would drop the sanctions and stay the fuck out of everybody's business, Iran would prosper tomorrow.
You know, the left is a fun bunch. I actually miss this. I appreciate you guys having me here.
Dude, I'm a fucking conservative Republican.
Okay.
The fuck you talking about, stupid?
The left.
I'm a conservative Republican. I vote out of Florida.
Oh, I got you. The left is a.
Yeah. My whole family's fucking Republican, stupid. Yeah, but you're trying to. But the thing is this: if I lock you away from, let's say you want to come to Walmart, and I'd lock you out of Walmart. No, listen. Let's say listen. Let's say you want to go to Walmart to provide for your family, but I'd lock you out of Walmart. And then I say, oh, look at your family. Your family's so poor because you can't shop at Walmart.
I'd be like, thank you for not letting me shop.
America's sanctions, dude. If America dropped the sanctions tomorrow, gave Iran back its $600 fucking billion or whatever they froze, they would be doing fantastic. The same with Cuba. The same with Venezuela. America. It comes back to America getting in everybody's business. Yeah.
And then
no, American sanctions.
Money, dude, it's a bully. Like it printing the reserve.
See, you know what big bullies they are? They would burn Afghans when they go to Iran. They would burn them alive.
So you're against the government?
No. Not the government. I'm telling your people. That's how racist you guys are. The Pahlavi supporters, like you guys burned Afghans. Are you not aware of that?
We burn Afghans.
Oh yeah, you guys. Here, let me show you a couple links.
For 40 years, we've been hosting you guys, giving you hope.
Actually, no, Nima. You guys use if it wasn't for the Afghans, you guys wouldn't have streets. You guys wouldn't have homes. You guys use all the labor.
Palestine, okay. Our treasure has gone to Lebanon. Our treasure has gone to Afghanistan. Everything came from our treasure. What was Iranian people's treasure?
Do you have a genie?
Guys, one second,
America froze the treasure. America froze your money. America has your treasure. Go ahead.
Sorry, guys. There is a person in another room. Wait a second, please. There is a guy in another room recording you right now. The guy's room in the chat. This guy, I don't know what he will do with this recording or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know if he's into the government or something. He's recording you. He always has his mouth full of freedom of speech and this and that. But when people express themselves about Palestine-Israel situation, he's recording you. He's reporting you to somebody.
So what have I said? So what?
Tell him to report Marjorie Taylor Greene.
One second. And I hope he's listening to my voice because I know who this guy is and I will ask him something later on. I just want to tell you there's people recording you personally and maybe they're doxing you too. Maybe they're taking your IP address. I just wanted to say this. I'm going to say goodbye, guys. There's people like that.
If he can get past,
Thank you very much.
Rick, before you go, hang on, Rick. Before you go, you know this new update with the anonymous account. You can't kick these accounts out, right? That's the problem we're having. You see what I'm saying, Rick?
It's so bad. I mean, they constantly talk about freedom of speech, but then when you say something they don't like, and I'm not even expressing what I think about Palestine, Israel. It could be whatever, but you see, they're recording you. It's so bad. All right. So, John, John, if you're listening to me, because I know you're recording me too, okay, I'm coming for you too, all right? Okay, John. Goodbye, guys.
He's coming for me.
No, that's fine.
Guys, let there be free and safe speech. Don't.
Yeah, AIPAC today, just today, AIPAC said to called out Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie Taylor Greene told them, say, bring it on, bitch. Come on, you want to fuck with me, AIPAC? Come on, bring it on.
I hope there's peace in Palestine. I hope there's peace in Iran, and I just want to say good night to you.
I hope there's peace in Myanmar.
Good night, Nima.
I hope there's peace in Thailand and Cambodia.
Anyways, I think that was the content for today. People always tend to crash out in this room. This is a crash out room. And then we have the terrorist. His name is John Kite something. He's running for the government in the audience. Ace, if you want to send them cease and desist letter, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good idea? How big of a lawsuit can be filed on this? His name is John, the guy that's with the alien account down in the audience.
Well, that guy, we have to first find his address.
Oh no, I have his information. I have his old information.
Do you state that you do not consent to being recorded? Do you say that, Amir?
Yeah.
Do you have that written somewhere?
I don't have it written, but it's in violation of Clubhouse.
You should have it in your profile. I do not consent to being recorded without my permission.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
Yeah, but it'll help when you do a civil lawsuit against him. It'll help you in court. If he's got any money, if he's got a car or something the judge will give you. Whatever he owns, he'll give it to you.
I think the small claims court would be enough. I don't even have to take him to big court.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's civil court. You just go straight to the civil court.
Yeah, simple.
Anything over $500.
Yeah.
Small claims is under $500. And this guy, you want to sue him for at least $1 million. I'm not lying, man. I'm not joking, man. That's how you do it. That's how you teach people a lesson, man.
Do you mean a small loan, Zero?
No. It's a small loan.
He's stated on other spaces.
Just a civil lawsuit.
So that's what it is. He's running a room. He's benefiting. He's using you and people in the space and on other platforms. So it's out there.
He does it with all the rooms. He's a recorder. He's got about 30 phones. Yeah. But I used your comments here, by the way, with this guy, the mini skirt comment. And I don't know. He said no. The Pahlavi did say something. I think Lee posted some links in the chat, and apparently he just he didn't even respond to any of this. And
he was clearly confused. He was clearly so confused, and he was just trying to play both sides,
Yeah, and then one thing I realized, what's the difference between the Reza Pahlavi supporters and the Zionists? There's no difference. It's they all sort of like attack women. They hate. They don't like women, right? And they disrespect women, And it's a normal thing for people that are Zionists and people that are Reza Pahlavi supporters.
The same ideology. Just different mask, right? But the ideology is right there. They're just like Israelis. That's how they think, but they just kind of like twist their words and they try to be more slick about it.
I'm waiting for ICE to get to them. They got a few of them. They snatched a few of them. Send them back. And then they're going to be sitting there right there in the middle of Tehran going, what the hell happened?
They do have a strong lobby, though.
Yeah, the Cubans thought they had a strong lobby. What happened to them? Back to Cuba.
I mean, Rubio told on them, pretty much. He wanted to close the door after his family.
Anyway, so that's where we're at. And we had the Iranian dude, Black Rabbi, did blasphemy today, so the punishment is moving forward. You can't do that. And just sit in the audience, man. So okay, back to the target. Idiots.
So that's the highlights, huh?
It was actually a few of these. There was the first one was in the morning. I think I kind of cooked somebody, and then there was another crash out. I think this was like the fourth or fifth. What's up, Renex? How you doing, bro? Do you want to say something, Ren? Yeah, go on. Zero, are you there? Zero? Are you there, Zero?
I apologize. The wife was calling me. She's at the market. She needed to call me about something, so I had to take the call. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, Zero. My name's Andrew. Going to Shane, waiting to live in another church company. I heard you live in Southeast Asia. I'm going to ask you a question. How was life in Southeast Asia? And how was its transition from the United States living in Southeast Asia?
Well, I travel the world, so I mean, it's just one other place. You know, I've been to Europe and I've been to Africa and Asia, but it just so happens that my wife, my second wife that I married back in 2009, she's from Malaysia. She's an Indian. Her family's from India, so she's what they call Mama, but Indian Malay. So that's why we come here, and we stay here only about half the year, though. We don't stay normally the whole year. Then I go back to Florida and New York. I spend time both in Florida and New York. Where are you now? You said you're in the Czech Republic?
Yeah, I moved here about 7 years ago.
From where? From America?
No, I was living in London, as a matter of fact, and then I decided to, just before COVID, actually detonated.
The accent is like from Ohio or Indiana or something.
No, I'm from California originally.
Oh, California.
I'm from California. It's not
It's like, even though people don't seem to be clocking trans men like that at all, like a trans man will go, shave their head and grow a beard or what have you.
I've been seeing some trans men that was passing real bad, and I was shocked and appalled at the same time because they really look like actual men. They actually look like men.
Well, I don't know. No shade.
Passing trans men.
No shade to your, dissertation. I don't know. I just feel like this becomes a slippery slope.
It's a beautiful city. Absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, my wife is going chemo right now, so one of the reasons why we're so
Going through what?
Chemo.
Chemotherapy.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
One of the best clinics in the world is here in Czech Republic. It's called the Center.
Okay.
We've got that kind of
reasons why you moved back